matching by our technical speaker, Dr. Adarsh here, everybody. So please put your hands together and welcome our technical speaker, Dr. Adarsh, elaborating the basics of ultrasound imaging.
Certain candidates or delegates who want to start the ultrasonography. So I will begin from the beginning. Fine. Thank you. So basically, what is ultrasound? I am talking to you, I am confabulating with you, you are hearing me. It is a perceptible sound. A sound you perceive. You are hearing me, you are understanding me. Then there are two types of sounds which cannot be audible, which are not audible. So one is the infrasound, which is less than 20 hertz. So normally elephants, they communicate using the infrasound. Huge animal, and why they use infrasound? So that the jokes they crack, they should not be perceived by the human beings. Number one. Then the sound which is over 20,000 hertz is ultrasound. And this is a diagnostic ultrasound as well as therapeutic ultrasound. But today we will talk about the diagnostic ultrasound, a sound wave having frequency more than 20,000 hertz. Take a simple example of a bat. It is a nocturnal animal. Everyone knows that it emits the ultrasounds and perceives the sounds and then, prey on the fruits and whatever the bats want to prey. This is a strawberry. This is a strawberry here. So what bat does is throw the sound, and then with this sound interact with tree, leaves, branches and fruit. The different type of echoes they are produced, and the echo which is the most tastier one and which is the most palatable one is being perceived by the bat, and the strawberry is being consumed. So point here is that the sound wave travels in a pulse and it is reverberated back in the form of echoes. It is produced from the same source and is being perceived at the same source. So this is one layman example. When you move further, when you talk of the diagnostic ultrasound, suppose this is a probe and it has a transducer. So transducer is the mouth and ear of the machine, the most costliest part of the machine. It has the piezoelectric crystals. So when current is being given to a piezoelectric crystal, it expands and it contracts. You can see here. Can you see this movement here? Is it visible to you, this movement of the expanding and contracting? Well, it is visible. Is it visible to you? Okay, fine. It is not visible to me, and if anyone is not seeing it, is better go for the spectacles like me. So this is expanding and contracting, and the event of expansion and the contraction, the sound waves are being produced. This is how the sound waves are produced. Number of times or per unit of time the piezoelectric crystal expands and contracts, it determines the frequency of the transducer. If it is more, expanding and contracting more, the frequency is more. If it is less, then frequency is less. But this has to be understood first. Now, this is how the sound waves are being produced. It is going in the form of the pulse. Echoes are being reflected back. Again, this is a thermal picture. This is how the sound waves or beams normally should look like in a continuous mode. So continuously, this transducer is producing the sound waves. Now, sound waves are being produced by the transducer having piezoelectric crystals, and you have the sonocyte machines, you have the sonographic machines. And these sonographic machines starting from the very old machine, stationary machine, to transportable one. This is a transportable one having a wheel. It's a portable one. Again a smaller portable one. हाथ में आने वाली, कलाई में आने वाली, even the mobile. This is how the technology has developed and reached so far to give you the precise diagnostic information of what a patient is being supposed to give you. Okay. Transducer is responsible for producing the sound and taking back the sound in the form of echoes. Rest of whole of the machine is a CPU. It is central processing unit. Transducer, you are comfortable in Hindi also? Okay, fine. Transducer sound produce करेगा, pulse में, वापस लेगा echo में, और जो echo ट्रांसड्यूसर वापस लेगा उसे कंप्यूटर को भेज देगा टू मेक अ विजिबल इमेज. इट इज सिंपल. डोंट ट्राई टू कंफ्यूज इट बाय रीडिंग सो मेनी बुक्स दैट देयर इज अ इमेज क्वांटिफिकेशन एंड देन इट इज सिंपली लाइक वी आर सीइंग अ पिक्चर ऑन अ मोबाइल. उसको आप जूम इन करते हैं, जितना बड़ा जूम होगा वो पिक्सलेट हो जाएगा, राइट. और जैसे आप उसको वापस लाएंगे उसकी क्लैरिटी आना शुरू हो जाएगी. सिमिलर क्लैरिटी एंड सिमिलर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द साउंड वेव्स इज देयर. So my dear friends, with ultrasounds you are not seeing the anatomy. It is simply, don't try to interpret in the form of anatomy. Don't try to interpret in the form of the pathology. Interpret in the form of the study of the sound signals. So that concept comes with the time. How we will develop it? Again, same. I will keep on repeating till you get an injection into mind. Pulsar is being shocked. Pulsar से piezoelectric crystal is being shocked, will produce the sound wave. It will interact, the interface will be reflected back again to the piezoelectric element, and again it will be received by the receiver, and this receiver will send all the information to the computer to make a picture visible on the screen. Okay. Now, here you have two catch points. One type of machine. दो तरह की machines हैं. एक window based machine है and another is a chip based machine. Difference. Window based machine takes time in booting, but then it has a flexibility of giving many things to you. You can generate the report, you can save. It's a long hard disk, then it is correctable also. Chip based, again good, but has certain limitations. You cannot go for the reporting. The only advantage with the chip based machine is that the moment you switch on the machine, the screen is on, whereas with window based machine it takes time in booting up, like your computer is booting up. This is one thing while you are purchasing the machine. Second thing is, always ask for the frame rate of the machine. If the frame rate is high, then only you go for the machine. If you are going for a refurbished machine or an old machine, be prepared to have a less frame rate, then image transition is slow. You are moving from kidney spleen to kidney, right? So अगर frame rate ज़्यादा होगा तो क्विक इमेज बनेगी, और फ्रेम रेट अगर कम होगा तो देयर विल बी अ लैग. लाइक जैसे हम बोलते हैं मोबाइल स्लो हो गया है या फिर मोबाइल फास्ट. इट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. रिफर्बिश्ड मशीन के साथ कंपोनेंट लेवल की वीकनेस एसोसिएटेड होती है. बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट ऑल्सो. नाउ द कॉस्टलीस्ट पार्ट, हाउ डज इट लुक लाइक, एंड it has a certain protocol to be followed to maintain the transducer also. So this is a simple transducer. I think the cursor is not visible to you. So the outermost green layer is the acoustic lens. So acoustic lens is made up of a material which is almost waterproof, damp proof also. Okay. Then beyond this or caudal to this acoustic lens is a matching layer, और मैचिंग लेयर के पीछे पीजोइलेक्ट्रिक क्रिस्टल्स लगे हैं. पीजोइलेक्ट्रिक क्रिस्टल्स को बचाने के लिए इम्पैक्ट से you have this matching layer and then the acoustic lens, because patient के immediate contact में जो है only acoustic lens is coming. Okay, but don't dip it in water. Because some of the dampening material, it has certain crevices, and if moisture goes in, the piezoelectric crystal goes off. So don't dip it in a water for a long period of time, or if you want to dip it in a water, cover it properly so that you can, because some of the water bath studies you are going to do as a beginner, they start with the water bath, dipping the transducer in the water. But then be careful, don't dip it for too long, and if you are dipping it, dip it protected. Then comes which transducer has to be purchased. Okay, if you are a practitioner confined to companion animal practice, okay, then your choice should be a machine and you have the capacity to buy one. Then choose a machine with a microconvex transducer. Microconvex has an advantage. It has a smaller footprint. Acoustic window ban jayegi, and you can fit into the sternum, into the ribs also, you can go to the pelvis also. If you go, and this is the biggest mistake we people are doing here. We are buying the machines with a curvilinear human probe. अगर second hand ले रहे हैं तो उसकी इतनी बड़ा footprint होगा. So that footprint doesn't fit into the chest cavity. It doesn't fit into. वो आधा उठा रहेगा तो जो real estate बनेगा अल्ट्रासाउंड के स्क्रीन के ऊपर, उसमें आधा ब्लैक होगा and you will lose the diagnostic interest. That is number one. If you have choice of buying two probes and you don't want to do the echocardiography, then as a companion animal practitioner, you should go for a microconvex and a linear probe. Okay. If you are a mixed practitioner, both large animal and small animals, and you have the capacity to buy 3 probes, go for microconvex, linear, and then the curvilinear. Okay, I will tell you the curvilinear and linear what exactly it is. Okay, and if you only want to do the echocardiography, you go for a phased array. Now, how does this, the probes they look like? I will talk about the mechanical probe later, but let's switch on here. Sorry. So, I was talking about this microconvex one. With a smaller footprint. So that it can fit. So, frequency or penetration, right? They are opposite to each other. If it is a high frequency probe, its penetration is less. Look at frequency probe, not the lower frequency probe. Right? Echocardiography में heart is located deep, तो आपको lower frequency probe use करना पड़ेगा. Right? So you can see why I am telling you this. Higher frequency is counteracting 1, 2 and 3 objects, but is only covering 2, so it is giving a resultant image of only 2. Whereas lower frequency it's covering 1, 2 and 3 and giving you the image of 1, 2 and 3. लेकिन जैसे जैसे frequency lower होती जाएगी, penetration बढ़ती जाएगी, resolution poor होता जाएगा. Okay. तो हाई फ्रिक्वेंसी में आपको रिजोल्यूशन अच्छा मिलेगा. इसको और डेवलप करते हैं. जस्ट सी हियर. सो दिस इज द डीपर वन. इसी को मैं लोअर फ्रिक्वेंसी पे हायर फ्रिक्वेंसी पे लेके आ रहा हूं. So you can see the shallower structures. See. So got my point? Now, the beauty is that with a probe you can switch over the frequency. So वो ज़माना गया जब प्रोब जो है 2.5 की अलग होती थी, 3.5 की अलग होती थी, 8.5 की अलग होती थी, 5.5 की अलग. अब with a single probe you can adjust the frequency. So while choosing the machine, the probe or transducer, always ask the frequency of the transducer. Always ask the frequency of the transducer. Companion animal में अगर आपने 2 to 5 वाली probe ले ली तो उसका use limited हो जाएगा, लेकिन अगर आपने 5 to 10 वाली ले ली तो उसका use wider हो जाएगा. You can cover a deeper structures also. You can cover the shallower structures also. Okay. So again, to give you a quick reminder, frequency कम होगी तो penetration बढ़ती जाएगी, और अगर frequency ज़्यादा होगी तो penetration कम होगी. This is a classic example being quoted from the first book of the ultrasonography of small animals by Paddy Manuel. And this picture is still very relevant in this context also. Let's develop it how this picture is. Now this is a blood vessel, right? The blood vessel is rounded. It has a blood. It has one wall and the other wall. This हम बोलते हैं near wall. This is near wall, the blood or fluid, and the far wall. Okay. Now when the transducer produces a sound, it will interact with the near wall. It will interact with the near wall, and on your ultrasound machine it will give you a dot. It will give you a dot. Then ultrasound beam will pass through the fluid uninterrupted. Fluid से कोई भी echo back नहीं आती, सारी absorb हो जाती है. You won't find any image. And when this sound beam encounters the far wall, it will give you a dot, another dot. So likewise, many dots, they combine to make a structure of the wall, of the blood vessel. Okay. Now, if this blood vessel is pulsating, it is live, by putting your transducer and cursor, you can convert B mode into the N mode. This N mode will show you a wiggly line here. This will show you a wiggly line here. Had it been that ये blood vessel अगर dead है, तो instead of the wiggly line you will find the stationary line. So fetal heart की viability के लिए M mode का cursor उसके ऊपर लाइए. अगर Doppler नहीं है, M mode दबाइए उसके ऊपर. If you are finding a wiggly line, fetus viability is there. If you are finding a stationary line, fetus viability is not there. Okay. If you are finding any quick structure on the liver, you are not able to identify whether it is cyst or it is a blood vessel. Either you can use Doppler. If you are not using Doppler, if you don't have Doppler, put your M cursor over here. If it is pulsating, it will give you a wiggly line. If it is a cyst, it will give you a stationary line. This is how you differentiate. Now look at this picture here. So this transducer is producing the sound waves. It is crossing this blood vessel or a ring. Again is being reflected back, and this is how many dots, they create a similar structure like this. Okay? Sound waves, this interface, fluid, and this interface reflected back, taken by the transducer, and on the screen you are getting this rounded structure. This is how the image is being formed. इस पिक्चर को देख के थोड़ा घबराइएगा मत. This is very simple. This is very simple. Just to tell you, give you a taste of the echo. This is the heart actually. This is heart. Transducer है, ये sound wave produce कर रहा है. तो इसके रास्ते में जो भी आएगा उससे ये interact करेगा, और interact करने के बाद आपको एक resultant image बना के देगा. Right? So first, इतना मोटा इंटरफेस है, this thick the interface is. So when sound beam will interact with this one, it will give you a bigger dot. It will give a bigger dot. Pass uninterrupted through the blood, interact with this with a smaller dot. Interact with interventricular septum, you'll get a 2 dots. Fluid से pass हो जाएगी, then another dot, and then another dot. Okay? So this is the B mode image. This is how the sound beam is interacting with whatever coming in its way. Okay? Now, when you switch the M mode on, so look at here. You can simply freeze it and you can find the thickness of the interventricular septum. You can find the thickness of the wall here. Then you can find the thickness of the ventricle here. This is echocardiography. This is echocardiography, right? So try to simplify the things. Try to simplify the things. It's simple. Then you have a lot of calculations, which is not a part of the talk right now. But this is how the echocardiography works when the sound beam it interacts with the heart and resultant images are being produced. Then you are using a 2D mode. See, outside machine is a 2D machine. Everyone is using a 2D machine here, right? So 2D machine mein, this is the brightness mode, and this is how the blood vessel is being formed. How the blood vessel is being formed. Okay, when it is M mode, when you switch on the M mode, this is how the blood vessel is pulsating. Okay, so mostly हम 2D mode जो है वो यूज करते हैं अपनी जर्नल प्रैक्टिस में. अब बात आती है ट्रांसड्यूसर की, जिसमें कि you want to upgrade, let's say. You have a, so normally if you go, how many of doing sonography please? Okay, fine. That's great. So what you do is, you normally, there is a movement, you do the fanning, you do the tilting, you do the sliding. Okay. But then if you don't want to do the sliding, you don't want to do the tilting, etc., you can always go for the mechanical transducer. These are the piezoelectric crystals which are attached to it. These piezoelectric crystals, they move. They move. If you focus it on the kidney, it will move. It will create a 64 slices of the kidney as being made by the CT scan, right? Or 128 at a known level, right? And will give you the images in the form. But this is known as a volumetric probe also. It costs you, if a microconvex probe is costing you somewhere around 2 lakh rupees, this is almost 2.5 times the cost of the normal transducer. So that is the volumetric transducer. I'm giving you a running reference. Because these kind of transducers, they are also available. This is how the volumetric, transducer look like. And this is how, it moves. आपने किडनी के ऊपर रख दिया, right? ये स्विच ऑन है, कट, इसके अंदर मूव करेगा, ये व्हील मूव करेगा, it will cut, make a slides, and 64 slides they are displayed on the, on the screen. Accordingly, you can know that at certain depth there is a lesion on the kidney. And then again, using a software of the 4D, you can reconstruct the image of the kidney. I'll tell you how. This is the way. So, this is how normally the 2D looks like. It's a fetal profile. With the help of the software, you can see the 3D fetal profile. And it is true with the other organs also, with the urinary bladder, liver, kidney. You can construct the image also. But then, story doesn't stop here. You can see a 4D mode also. With the software, you can convert into the 4D also. Right? So you can see the movement in a real time. You can see the movement here. Okay. This is how the scan is being done of the head, skull, spine, limbs, forelimbs, and everything, and then the abnormalities are being detected. But then story doesn't stop here. So you can see it in 5D mode also. You can see yawning inside the womb. This is the life profile of the fetus. It is very unfortunate that such kind of facilities we are being deprived of in India because of PCP&DD and our mindset. Now, this is the way in foreign countries. If you go, the couple will go to a sonologist. They'll get a scanning, prenatal scanning, and say, "Look, Jane, the color of eyes matches me." Okay, so जब ये पैदा होते हैं तो उनकी एल्बम में उनकी प्रीनेटल फोटोग्राफ 3 months there you look like this, and 5 months you look like this, and 9 months you were looking like this. These were your activities, and now you are like this. But then story doesn't stop here. This is HD. This is HD. You can see a real flesh tone of the tissue of the fetus. In a real flesh tone. Gora hai ya kala? Dr. Ayyappan. Okay. Dr. Nehru. So, this is HD. So this is how the science has progressed basically. Just wanted to give you a flickering, running reference that how the things are being developed and we should be prepared for. HD has a AI now. HD has a AI now. आप किडनी का स्कैन कर रहे हैं and your AI tool is interpreting the kidney, generating a report and giving it to you, leaving no chance of missing anything by any human error. So this is how it has begun. Okay, moving back to the topic, scanning procedure. See, when we purchased a machine some 20 years back, the machine was shelved. It was shelved, and a concept was given to us कि जब तक डॉग को एनेस्थीसिया नहीं होगा अल्ट्रासाउंड नहीं हो पाएगा इसका. It was like that only. या sedation नहीं होगा तो अल्ट्रासाउंड नहीं हो पाएगा इसका. Now everyone is doing the scanning in a conscious patients. See, except those naughty laboratories. Nothing is stable. No interface is stable. So in those cases, we normally say, इसके मुंह पे फूंक मारिए थोड़ा सा तो शांत हो जाएगा, या फिर सिडेट कर लें. या मैंने आपको एनेस्थीसिया की लास्ट टॉक में डॉक्टर सन्मत बताया था कि अगर एंशियस एनिमल है तो टेल द ओनर टू ब्रिंग द एनिमल और फीड गिव ट्राजोडोन और गाबापेंटिन 4 hours before bringing to the hospital. Your job will be okay whether it is a surgical procedure, anesthetic procedure or a diagnostic procedure. So you need to require considerable cooperation with the patient. Now how this considerable cooperation will come? How the cooperation will come? See, it is not like that the patient is coming, you are putting on a table and you are आप कपड़ों को लिटाओ फटाफट and you start. No, it is not like that. You have to talk to the patient. You have to talk to the owner. You have to show a proximity, your proximity to the patient. This becomes very important. If there is a distance between you and your patient, that fear fight distance will always be impediment in doing any kind of procedure. Where sonography is one of them. You have to touch your chest to the patient to let him or her feel your proximity and be comfortable, right? and then you can easily make him lie down on the table, right? And start the scanning. And don't forget to communicate the client that we are going to shave off for the scanning. You have many fussy clients, I tell you. आप अपने क्लाइंट से बात ही कर रहे हैं और पीछे आपके अटेंडेंट ने बाल काट दिए उसको. This becomes very nappy. और एक बात सी, बालों के मामले में ओनर्स दे आर, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एग्री कि डॉग्स के बाल रीग्रो जो है वो बहुत बहुत धीरे करते हैं, सॉरी बहुत धीरे करते हैं. सो इट बिकम्स ए इशू. वो ड्राइंग रूम में डेली आके बैठ जाएगा, उसके सामने बाल कटेंगे, डॉक्टर ने बाल काट दिए, फिर आपको बोलेंगे कि थोड़ा काटो प्लीज, तो ज़्यादा ना काटो. But then they should understand that we have to start from the, the sternal fracture and go up to the pelvic brim to have at least the AB scan, complete AB scan. So that is very important, the client communication. Then there should not be any air between the transducer and the body. Okay, so that's why we are using the aqueous gel. Bone and gas, they always and always reflect back the echoes. तो जितनी echoes पीछे जाएंगी उतनी blockage हो जाएगी, उसके पीछे आप नहीं देख सकते. This is thigh, it has a femur. If it is being insonated, you won't find any sound waves traveling beyond this. Everything will be reflected back. तो femur के नीचे मुझे कुछ भी नहीं दिखाई देगा. Okay. Likewise, we always say that you bring the animal fasted. अब fasted का issue है animals में. Here I will give you a tip. Rather than telling you don't feed anything, you should always say animal should be off feed, not off water. Stomach में अगर water होगा तो आप स्टमक की लाइनिंग देख सकते हैं अच्छे तरीके से, और कई बार उसके अगेंस्ट पेनक्रियाज बढ़िया दिख जाते हैं. लेकिन अगर गैस होगी तो आपको पेनक्रियाज क्या डुडन भी नहीं दिखेगी. करेक्ट, दैट इज वन. पानी तो चलेगा, पानी का कोई इशू नहीं है, बिकॉज पानी विल गिव यू एकॉस्टिक एनहेंसमेंट. लेकिन थोड़ा आगे बताता हूँ मैं आपको एकॉस्टिक एनहेंसमेंट का. सो टिल नाउ वाज इट अ टफ जॉब? Was it tough like this? It wasn't. Okay. So moving on. The areas to be scanned basically. So if I am doing it this way, this is longitudinal or sagittal. I am doing it this way, this is longitudinal or sagittal. And if I cross it 90 degrees, this becomes transverse. Okay? So the two main things are there, longitudinal and transverse. आप sagittal भी याद ना रखिए डॉक्टर साहब, don't confuse it. longitudinal और transverse याद रखिए, और इसे मैं मोड़ के ऐसे कर लूँगा तो ये frontal या dorsal हो जाएगा. तो 3 planes हैं, इससे ज़्यादा planes नहीं हैं, लेकिन आप 2 planes में ज़्यादा, transverse and the longitudinal. उसका एक reason है that I will discuss later. This is transverse, okay? This is longitudinal and this is dorsal. So how to start it? If you read the books, so ज़्यादा पढ़ने से कई बार आप confused भी हो जाते हैं, फिर आपका interest lose कर जाता है. So मैं हमेशा अपने students को भी ये बोलता हूँ, पढ़िए लेकिन चीज़ों को सिंप्लीफाई करना सीखिए. Don't try to remember everything. You're not a walking encyclopedia. You should be knowing that this thing is here and you can extract it at any point of time. Number 1. And number 2, try to simplify the thing so that you should not forget the concept. One thing. So they will say you start from here, from the gallbladder, from the liver, and then you come back. Right? But having done ultrasound for so many years, I always start from the bladder. I go towards the left side, scan the left abdomen, hemiabdomen, go up to the liver, scan it, find the gallbladder. That means you have found the two water bodies. One is the urinary bladder and the other water body is a gallbladder. And come down on the left side, scan the right side, scan the right hemiabdomen and come back to the urinary bladder. That means you have completed a complete, you finished a complete tour of the abdomen. It's as simple as that. Then there are grid methods. Yeah, for example, PD. For example, PD you are doing. Then you should be doing a grid method like this. The grid method like this. Here till you find the gallbladder and coming back here. Why grid method? Because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Okay, that is one thing. Then how to use the transducer is very, very important. See, it is not like that कि उसको आपने पकड़ा, थोड़ा सा मैं hands on में बताऊंगा कि ट्रांसड्यूसर कैसे करते हैं. But then using a transducer is an art, I tell you. No, it is not like that. You are doing it like this, right? It is a pen grip basically. So your fingers can move as you write. Hat warm plus. It should not be like this. Your hand should not be rigid. Why in a pen grip? Because pen grip में you can move. You can do the movements. The movements are sliding, tilting, rotating, rocking. This is sliding. This is sliding. You are going like this. So sliding जो है उसको हम बोलते हैं distance scanning. क्योंकि you travel a distance. So you are traveling from here to here. This is known as distance scanning. और अगर किसी जगह पे रख के आप सिर्फ उसको रॉकिंग कर रहे हैं, that is a non-distance scanning. Okay. So have you understood the sliding? So you can go either this way, coming back, go this way or this way. And tilting. Tilting is non-distinct. एक ही जगह पे रख के आप स्कैन. अच्छा मुझे बताइए कि मुझे okay, let me finish the other one also. This is rotating. Immediately sagittal longitudinal and goes right angle to it. Longitudinal go right angle to it. That is the rotating. This is rocking. This is rocking. एक जगह पर रख के आप उसको रॉकिंग करो. Okay. This is compression. So don't do compression. Don't do compression. और बहुत अल्ट्रासाउंड को जो है वो अंदर डालने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. You know, spaces में. You end up, especially if you are doing felines, cats. Cats की किडनी बाहर से पकड़ सकते हैं आप. Am I right? बाहर से you can feel the kidney. So जब आप बाहर से feel कर रहे हैं, why to press it? It will change the shape. See, and you want to see the shape in original basically. So compression की जरूरत पड़ती है, कुछ reasons पे पड़ती है. You want to, see and appreciate some lesion, but don't compress it unnecessarily. So these 5 movements are there. Right? These 5 movements are there. In hands-on, you should try. On the dog, let's see if it works. Then okay, it is not working. It has not worked before also. So I'll just skip it from here. Okay. So why you need basically the movements? Why you need the movements? Movements इसलिए कि as a beginner हमने एक्सरेज देखे होते हैं, रेडियोग्राफ देखे होते हैं. Don't try to read the sonograph as you are reading a radiograph. Don't read it like that. If I see a radiograph, then my observation and Dr. R.T. Sharma's observation should be same. But if I see a sonography, if I do a sonography, I can differ with him. Right? because it is a dynamic study. It is a dynamic study. I can miss something out on the day of the scan. He can find something good on the day of the scan. So it is always a dynamic study. Don't read it, write radiograph from top to bottom and from the cranial to caudal. It is not like that. They always say whenever you are reading a sonograph, रियल एस्टेट के सेंटर में उस ऑर्गन को लाइए और उसके आगे पीछे की सब शेडोज को भूल जाइए. मुझे सीई कोर्सेज में पूछा था, सर ये शेडो किस चीज़ की है? आई टोल्ड द किडनी इज इन द सेंटर ऑफ द रियल एस्टेट, फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग, जस्ट कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन द ऑर्गन ऑफ द इंटरेस्ट. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर आप इधर उधर की, क्योंकि साउंड में नॉइज होगी, साउंड में आर्टिफैक्ट होंगे, आपने वो थोड़ा इंटरप्रेट करना है. आपको तो ऑर्गन को देखना है, और ऑर्गन को देखना कैसे है? इन 5 मूवमेंट से. वहां पे तो आपको खटाक से इमेज आ गया, सियाम नहीं है आपके पास, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको किडनी के एंगल्स, यू हैव टू सी द एंगल्स बाय टिल्टिंग, स्लाइडिंग, लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ कंप्रेशन इफ नीड बी, राइट? So that is how the whole of the organ from different angles and planes is being scanned, only and only because if you are putting a transducer on the kidney stationary, it is giving a simple single slide of the kidney, and that slide is not diagnostic until you move your transducer on the organ of the interest on the various planes. Got my point? Okay. Then is the transducer. Then is the transducer. और ट्रांसड्यूसर में एक मार्क होता है यहाँ पे, सब जगह कई का कलर्ड मार्क होता है, कई जगह नॉच होती है, राइट? कई में इरेज पोर्शन होता है, राइट? एंड इट इज बीइंग मेड so that you can even feel with the finger and can find that this is the side which is always to be kept on the left side or the cranial side. Okay, on the cranial side. So when you orient this towards the cranial side, this indicator marker will always towards the cranial side. अगर आपने गलती से ये देखा नहीं, so normally आप स्कैन कर रहे हैं, पहले प्रोस्टेट होगा, फिर ब्लैडर आएगा. First is prostate in the bladder. By mistake, if you have not looked after the marker, you will not see on the screen the prostate on the cranial side and the bladder on the caudal side. So that mistake has to be, that is the first thumb rule of taking a marker. So when we started it, हमें 1 साल लग गया यही पता करने में कि ये है क्या चीज़, मार्कर क्या चीज़. उस वक्त बताने वाला कोई नहीं था, हड़काने वाला ज़्यादा थे. तो वो चीज़ें जो हैं, और फिर व्हाट वी यूज्ड टू डू इज वी ट्रांसड्यूसर को पकड़ के जस्ट रब द फिंगर हियर. इफ इट इज ऑन द क्रेनियल साइड, so we always proceed in the cranial direction. पुराने उसमें कई बार मार्कर्स निकल भी जाते हैं, but always see the one on the screen. This match should be in the match in the cranial side. That is the number one thing you should always be doing, right? ड्राइविंग टेस्ट में सबसे पहले आपको जब बिठाते हैं, आप गाड़ी चला लेते हैं, आपको लाइसेंस नहीं मिलता है, आप पूछें मुझे लाइसेंस क्यों नहीं मिला, तो बोलेंगे जी आपने सीट बेल्ट नहीं लगाई सबसे पहले. तो दिस इज लाइक अ सीट बेल्ट. देन सोनोग्राफिक इकोजेनेसिटीज. यू हैव एनीकोइक इकोजेनेसिटी. एनीकोइक इकोजेनेसिटी, इट इज ऑफ द फ्लूइड. नथिंग इज कमिंग बैक, सो इट इज ब्लैक. बॉडी like metal, foreign bodies, right? So इस तरह की 5 इकोजेनेसिटीज हैं जो आपको रिमेंबर करनी है. So again, this is hyperechoic. It is white. So how does the bone looks like on the radiograph? Radiograph. Let's say white or black. Bone. The bone look like, let's say, white. Radio dense, white. How does bone looks like on the ultrasonography? Everything is reflected back. It is again white. How does air look like on the radiograph? Black. How does air look like on sonogram? White. How does fluid look like on radiograph? Grayish. And how does fluid look like in sonography? Black. This is the basic difference. So keep your mindset away from reading the radiograph. This is a slice of a liver. So liver, a classic slide hai. So this is a GB here. GB has a fluid. Fluid is anechoic. Liver has a porta hepatica. It contains blood. Blood is anechoic. That's why the image is anechoic. Liver parenchyma is a mixture of fat fiber in the fluid. That's why it is of either low echogenicity or high, medium echogenicity. Depends on the fluid. Right? Liver की echogenicity कब alter होगी? Healthy होगा तो echogenicity acceptable होगी. Cirrhotic होगा तो higher echogenicity. Then this is the diaphragm here. So why diaphragm is looking hyperechoic? Why diaphragm is looking? Dr. Samnath has given the answer otherwise. Why diaphragm is looking, appearing hyperechoic? No doubt, diaphragm is a musculotendinous unit. It has more reflectivity. But there is another reason why it is looking hyperechoic. उसके पीछे lungs हैं, lungs में air है, तो air से reflect back हो रहा है. That's why diaphragm is looking more hyperechoic. Then there is a phenomenon called acoustic shadowing. This is a calculi in the bladder and has a high acoustic impedance. High acoustic impedance का या impedance का मतलब ये है कि previous one. This one? Clear? Okay. Anything you want to ask? Tell me please.
Please repeat.
Acha, repeat.
Yeah.
So this is a slice of the liver, right? Liver has a gallbladder, और उसमें आपको ये porta hepatica देता है. This is the vascular supply of the liver. It contains fluid, यानी blood. So blood और bile आपको anechoic दिख रहा है because fluid है, उससे सारी ultrasound waves pass हो. जो liver का parenchyma है, that is being made up of fat fiber in the fluid. इसलिए आपको वो ग्रेइश दिख रहा है, यानी कि मिक्स्ड इकोजेनिसिटी दिख रही है उसकी, राइट? देन यू हैव अ डायफ्राम लिवर के पीछे डायफ्राम और डायफ्राम के पीछे लंग्स. तो प्रेजेंस ऑफ एयर इन क्लोज एसोसिएशन विद द लंग्स मेकिंग द डायफ्राम टू गिव और रिफ्लेक्ट मोर ऑफ द इकोस. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज अपीयरिंग हाइपर इको. Got my point? Okay. Then acoustic impedance. See, I am walking because the forces are acting upon me. There is a resistance. Current flows, there is a resistance. Without resistance, nothing is possible. Your practice works because you have a resistance. Okay? You want to grow because you have resistance. So resistance सब जगह है, इसका तो हमें इसका तो सामना करना पड़ेगा. So likewise there is an impedance also. When the sound beams they interact with the calculi, all of the sound beams will be reflected back. Then you won't see anything beyond this. So ये जो shadow बन रही है, इसको बोलते हैं acoustic shadowing. So you can see in live, this is the acoustic shadowing. तो ब्लैडर में इफ यू वांट टू डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन अ कैल्कुलाई एंड अ ट्यूमर, लेट्स से, सो ट्यूमर वोंट हैव द एक्रोस्टिक शैडोइंग, और अगर आपको एक्रोस्टिक शैडोइंग मिल गई तो यू कैन क्लियरली से दैट इट इज द कैल्कुलाई. Okay, although it is an artifact, but it is a friend of a sonologist. Pardon me? Tumor में acoustic shadowing नहीं है. Tumor में acoustic shadowing. Then there is another phenomenon, acoustic enhancement. You know, when females they go for the OB-GYN scanning, the doctor will say, पानी पीजिए, इतना पानी पीजिए till you feel the urge of urinating. You know, if they want to scan the ovary, they want to scan the uterus, they want to see. So what they see is, they see the uterus against the full bladder. So whatever is behind that full bladder or fluid will become more and more prominent with the more edge enhancement. उसके एज के एनहेंसमेंट बढ़ जाएगा, उसमें कोई लीजन है या कोई पैथोलॉजी है वो ज़्यादा क्लियर हो जाएगी, फीटस की डिटेल 2D में क्लियर हो जाएंगे. दैट्स व्हाई दे से दैट यू ड्रिंक मोर एंड मोर वाटर. Likewise, if there is this is the amniotic vesicle, let's say, the fetus within looking is very, very bright. Why bright? Because it is in the aquarium. It is in the aquarium. An aquarium has a fluid. It has a fluid. Likewise, you can again see this. You can easily see the edges. There is an edge enhancement of the fetus here. Okay. This is bladder. Beyond bladder, everything is looking more brighter, because all the sound beings, they are crossing the fluid without any interruption and reaching the tissue which is beyond the water body. This is acoustic enhancement. Again, is a friend of sonologist. आपको कुछ रिवर्बरेशन मिलेगी इस तरह से. आपने कभी थोरेसिक पे रखा हो या स्टमक पे रखा हो, सो यू फाइंड दीज लाइंस हियर, है ना. आप लाइंस देखते हो, फिर आपको लगता है कि ऐसा तो नहीं अर्थ शॉर्ट हो रही है. ऐसा नहीं है. गैस जो है वो इंटरफेस में आ रही है, उस गैस से टकरा रहा है साउंड वेव. इट इज बीइंग रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक, अगेन रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक अगेन. तो देयर इज ए, यू नो, this air is, the sound beams are coming back and forth and giving you the lines. So such things, अगर इस तरह के changes आपको मिल रहे हैं, artifacts मिल रहे हैं, तो you will always say that you bring the animal fasted. There is a gas inside, right? Or you are scanning the lungs. See, when you have a gallbladder here, और गॉल ब्लैडर के पीछे डायफ्राम और डायफ्राम के पीछे लंग्स, तो यहाँ से जो साउंड बीम्स आएंगी वो एयर इंटरफेस से टकराएंगी और वापस जाएंगी, और वापस जब आएंगी तो वो एक सेकंड इमेज बनाएंगी. तो आप जब स्कैनिंग करेंगे तो आपको लगेगा कि मैं 2 गॉल ब्लैडर देख रहा हूँ. आई एम सीइंग 2 गॉल ब्लैडर्स, बट बेसिकली दे आर द मिरर आर्टिफैक्ट्स, द मिरर इमेज आर्टिफैक्ट्स. Because the sound wave has interacted a interface which is highly reflecting. It is reflecting more of the echoes. The echoes are again coming back, right? अगर आपको 2 गॉल ब्लैडर दिख रहे हैं या 2 लोब्स दिख रही हैं, तो आप कैट की स्कैनिंग कर रहे हैं. कैट में द गॉल ब्लैडर इज बाइलोब्ड. इट इज बाइलोब्ड. आई डी कल मैं बताऊंगा आपको प्रेजेंटेशन में, वो बाइलोब्ड होता है, बट दे डू अगेन डोंट लुक लाइक दिस. सो दिस इज द सूडो जीबी हियर. ओके, सो दिस इज 1 GB, दिस इज डायफ्रामेटिक लाइन, एंड यू अगेन फाइंड द सूडो जीबी हियर, राइट. आर्टिफैक्ट को डिटेक्ट करने का क्या तरीका है? कई बार आपको लगता है देयर इज अ लीजन, देयर इज अ लीजन. अब ये लीजन है या आर्टिफैक्ट आपको पता नहीं चलता. सी what can be, आप बड़ी देर उसके ऊपर घुमा फिरा के उसको देखते रहेंगे, आपको पता लगेगा। आर्टिफैक्ट है या लीजन है, उसका सिर्फ एक ही डिफरेंस है कि आपने जब डिटेक्ट किया, आप इमीडिएटली उसको 90 डिग्री के ऊपर वहीं पे रखे यू रोटेट योर ट्रांसड्यूसर टू द 90 डिग्रीज। इफ इट इज आर्टिफैक्ट गायब हो जाएगा, लीजन है दैट विल स्टे, लीजन विल स्टे, आर्टिफैक्ट डिसअपियर हो जाएगा, राइट। So comet tails, you might have seen some of the sludge, some of the undigested presence of air that will give you a comet tail like this. This is again a defect. This is again a defect. और यहीं पे आप जब रोटेट करेंगे इसको 90 डिग्री के ऊपर तो ये comet tail गायब हो जाएगी। Then you can easily say कि it has a sludge. ये pseudo sludge है, it's not sludge. ये ब्लैडर है, ब्लैडर के नीचे कोलोन है, कोलोन में गैस है, गैस जो है वो साउंड इकोस को ज्यादा क्वांटिटी में पीछे भेज रही है, इट इज सेंडिंग इन मोर क्वांटिटी, सो इट इज हाईली रिफ्लेक्टिव। इसकी जो इमेज है, राइट, स्लाइस थिकनेस जो है वो आपको ब्लैडर में दिख रही है। यहां पे भी आप जब इसको राइट एंगल पे घुमाएंगे तो स्लज गायब हो जाएगी एंड यू विल फाइंड अ क्लियर urinary bladder. But if it is a sludge, it will settle down. It doesn't have the area which is highly reflective. It settles down, and when on the bladder you shake the transducer like this, it will go, it will twinkle within the urinary bladder. This is how you diagnose a sludge and the pseudo sludge. Or tamam, I think, if I'm doing 10 or 12 scannings, at least 3 or 4 may you find this sludge now. The owner, they will say that, the animal is bleeding, last micturition में जो है drop blood chemical दिख रहा है fresh. The reason being you check the prostate में enlarge होगा, micturition का effect होगा, and this sludge is irritating the mucosa and you find that bleeding is there. Type of fluid को आपको बताना पड़ेगा। See, if it is a fluid that much clear, you will always say that it is anechoic. That means no echoes. Sometimes the fluid contains the cellular debris. We will say it is complex. Fluid is complex. आप ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि इसमें बैक्टीरिया है, सेल है। This is a work of a pathologist. You are not a pathologist. Okay, told you. You are going to describe the signs of the signals of the sound. You will say it is complex, non-septated. Now here you will see, like if this is the blood, आपको blood कितना लगेगा? You can say ecogenic है, लेकिन homogeneous है। Homogeneous है, सारी इसकी ecogenicity जो है, it is homogeneous, एक तरह के लगेगा। You will say it is homogeneous. Why I am telling you this? Because you are to, in the end, write a report, and reports become a legal document. You are answerable for it. Then you can also find the fluid with a lot of fibrin here, meshwork of the fibrin here, right? Nature has bestowed, a phenomenon of the inflammation. आपके हाथ में छाला होता है, पानी उसमें भरता है, कुछ टाइम के बाद उसमें फाइबर आ जाता है और वो that vacuum becomes harder. So any inflammation, fluid will come and eventually be replaced by the fiber. Likewise, it is happening in the peritoneal cavity also. अगर fluid है किसी भी cavity में, fluid की मात्रा कम हो रही है लेकिन fiber बढ़ रहा है, you can always say that it is complex septated. Complex septated. Another 5 minutes, sir? Okay. The pseudo sludge जो है, we can always shake it. जब shake करेंगे ब्लैडर को ट्रांसड्यूसर से तो it will go and then it will settle down. So, see, this is how the abdomen looks like actually. right? Why you people are special? Why the vets are special? Because unlike human beings, it is not a लेट जा, पानी पी ले, बटर खा के आ जा, साइड में हो जा, सांस बंद कर ले, सांस फुला दे, पेट फुला दे, फिर उसको बोलो किडनी बिल्कुल डिफाइंड यहाँ पड़ी है, जीबी यहाँ पड़ा है, ब्लैडर यहाँ है, अपेंडिक्स इधर है, ब्लैडर है, यूट्रस है, एवरीथिंग इज वेल डिफाइंड, वेल प्लेस्ड. यू माइट हैव सीन, अभी कभी सोनोग्राफर को आप ध्यान से देखें तो सोनोग्राफर कभी भी बॉडी को नहीं देख रहा होता है, he is always seeing the screen because everything is well defined, well placed. But when it comes to our patients, everything is wrapped up. See, wrapping. Greater momentum ने पूरा cranial abdomen कवर कर लिया, ठीक है. फिर दूध रोटी खाने वाला डॉग होगा सिर्फ लैब्रा, जिसमें खूब सारी कार्ब डिपोजिशन होगी, तो आपको किडनी भी ढूंढने देगा. It won't. There is a, fatty liver grade 1 होगा. So it really becomes difficult to find out the organs sometimes. So there is an individual variation also. Now let us remove the greater momentum. Now this is how you should be looking after. Everything is now well placed here. Starting from the bladder, going up to the spleen here, right? The kidneys here, then the stomach here, the liver lobes here, right? The duodenum here, somewhere over here is the pancreas, then whole of the intestines here, right? Somewhere jejunum here, the ileum here, coming back again to the bladder. ये फोटो आपको मैंने दी है इसमें कंपेंडियम में. Please make a bigger one and place it on your chair where you are doing the ultrasound. Look at this and look at there. इकोजेनेसिटीज को आप मेमोराइज कैसे करेंगे? एक ही फॉर्मूला है. फॉर मोस्ट कैट्स लव सनी प्लेसेस. फॉर मोस्ट कैट्स लव सनी प्लेसेस. फॉर इज अ फ्लूइड. जैसे जैसे मैं फ्लूइड से बढ़ता हुआ प्रोस्टेट तक पहुंचूंगा, इकोजेनेसिटी बढ़ती चली जाएगी. फ्लूइड, एनीकोइक, मेडुला, फिर उसके बाद कॉर्टेक्स की, फिर लिवर, देन स्प्लीन, देन प्रोस्टेट. ओके, I'll come here. This is anechoic bladder here. Then foremost, this is the medulla here. It doesn't work actually. This is the medulla here. Cats, this is the cortex here. Loves, liver here. Sunny, spleen here. Plexus is prostate here. अब इससे अल्ट्रासाउंड में B+B और BB मोड दिया है. ओके.